Hey everyone, Kitti Minx here, and I hope some of you are familiar with the concept of Murphy's Law. And in case you're not, basically what it means is anything that can go wrong will go wrong. And that seems to have been the past almost week or so for me. Yeah. See, I got notified over the weekend, and I had such a lovely weekend too, that my older kid's school is closed for the next 2 weeks because there was a positive case of the coronavirus that was detected among one of the staff members. Basically, one of the staff members got a positive test for the virus, and as such, the school is closed for 2 weeks while they do deep cleaning and have all the kids and staff in basic quarantine and everything. And that really, really, really bites. Because that means for the next 2 weeks, I am getting these packets sent to me via email, and I have to basically do homeschooling with my older kid until my older kid can go back to regular school. And I'm sorry you can hear my bird. Something's got my bird going crazy. I don't know what. Anyway, so I've been busy with that because my older kid has ADD among a few other issues that they're being monitored for by a therapist and a child psychiatrist. So it's been rough. It's been a pain in the butt to sit down with this kid and get them to do their schoolwork, get them to pay attention to the distance learning programs, and do the activities and everything. Because the kid feels like being at home, it's a free-for-all. They just want to watch TV, they just want to play on their iPad, they just want to play games and play with their toys and do everything but school. And it's been a huge hassle and a huge headache, and this is going to go on for the next 2 weeks. The upside, though, is I talked to D-Night's mother, my mother-in-law, and if the kid is agreeable for most of next week, starting I think Monday, my mother-in-law is going to pick them up and bring them to her house to look after them and work with them on their schoolwork in a quieter and less distracted environment. And as rewards, play with them and do activities with them and such, because I love my mother-in-law. My mother-in-law was literally meant to be a grandmother. Like, she's just programmed for it. She's just excellent with the kids. So I have hopes that the kid is agreeable to spend about a week at grandma's, and that will get the kid out of my hair, so hopefully I can get other stuff done, which would be fantastic. So cross your fingers that the kid is agreeable and wants to go to grandma's house and has a good time at grandma's house, so grandma doesn't have to bring the kid home early, because that would be great. Now, when it comes to my second child, little Fox, who turns 5 months old next week, little Fox has decided that nighttime is not for sleeping. That nighttime is time to be awake, and time to play, and time to roll around and make all kinds of noises and not let mommy sleep. So that's been fun. That's been real fun. So I've been pretty busy at night trying my damnedest to get this little baby to settle down and sleep for more than 2 hours. Yeah, it's been a real blast. I am very sleep deprived because this has been going on for a while now. And I really, really wish my husband was home at this point so we could go back to taking shifts so that I could get some sleep. Because if I get sleep, it means I can get work done. Because when I don't get sleep, I don't have the capacity to get work done. And it drives me crazy. And I'm so sleep deprived at this point that I'm getting headaches. I'm getting outright migraines. I got an outright migraine yesterday that just knocked me on my butt to the point where I had to literally beg Pops and my mom to take little Fox into their room last night to look after her, just so I had any hope of getting a good night's sleep, which I kind of did but kind of didn't, because the migraine was like, nah fam, you're just gonna hurt. You're just gonna hurt and feel nauseous. Good luck with that, fam. So yeah, that was my night last night. I'm grateful that I have family that in their limited capacity is able to help out, but good gravy, it's been rough. And on top of that, I've been getting these pains in my calves, namely my left calf. And then when I touch my left calf, the skin around it's kind of numb, which is very strange. And then I've also been getting chest pains on my left side, which my general practitioner is monitoring and thinks it could be possibly another possible pulmonary embolism. And if you don't know what that is, if you don't remember what that is from a few months ago, it's a blood clot that starts in the leg and goes up to the lung. So please pray, if you pray, or cross your fingers or send positive vibes, that it's not that it's just a weird ache and pain, because we've also had a bunch of storms and weather shifts and stuff like that could also lead to an old lady like me just aching and paining. So I don't know. I really hope I don't have to go back to the hospital with it. But if it gets worse, I will go back to the hospital just to play it safe, because it's better to be safe than to be sorry. Because if I ignored the last time I had a bad chest pain, I got told by the doctor if I had ignored it and stayed home, I could have been dead in a few weeks. Because that's how serious a blood clot that goes into the lung is. So let's just pray and cross our little fingers that it's not that, and that it goes away, and I don't have to go back to the hospital. Because that would really, really, really suck. And then on top of that, there have been a bunch of storms coming through lately. Both regular tropical-based storms and winter storms. So it's been raining and sleeting and icing and windy and just everything. So my kitchen, which has been under repair for the past few months, the kitchen's almost done. But now my laundry room needs done because the floor is a complete wreck. And there's a problem with one of the walls. And a bathroom needs to get redone, which was already kind of a plan, but it really needs to get redone. And in another bathroom, there is a leak through the ceiling and through the roof. And there's a couple other random little leaks throughout the house that happens when it rains that needs to get repaired. So yeah, my house is just, it's over 20 years old, and it's falling apart. And it's driving me crazy, and plus with these storms, when they're really bad, it knocks my power out, or it knocks my internet out, or just everything going completely stupid, driving me batty. So that's been an ordeal. That's been a real ordeal. And I'm just sick of everything just going so wrong. And on top of all that, I found out yesterday that my husband, D. Knight, will possibly be mobilized again with the military, albeit not right away. He's currently scheduled to come back from his current mobilization in May, and they said he can do some training at our local base for a few months. But then after that, especially if he gets the right certifications, in early 2022, he could get mobilized again overseas. And he'd be away again for quite a few months. He'd be away again for a good chunk of that year. So that, I support him. I support his career. But he did say if they decide to mobilize him, especially if he meets the certifications while he's training back at our local base, unlike this past mobilization where he opted to go on the waiting list and got his name picked, this wouldn't be optional. This would be his whole troop being sent out. So it wouldn't be a choice. It'd be basically like, hey, your troop's number's picked, you're going out. So he'd be sent out overseas, and I'm not at liberty to say where he'd be going, just that it'd be out of the country, and there'd be no hope in visiting him or anything, and who knows what his schedule would be like while out there. So that's another thing that's weighing on my mind. And just on positive news, Pops' birthday is on Friday. He turns 65, which is, in where I live, is the age of retirement. So everybody give him a round of applause, clap, clap, clap. However, he's not retiring because he's going to wait until my mom is old enough to retire, because if he retires now, then that cuts off the health insurance he gets through his job. And my mom gets health insurance through him. So he's going to wait until my mom retires before he retires, which will be another 5 years or so. But still, 65 is a pretty great birthday. It's a big birthday. So we're all planning on going out for it tomorrow, having a nice dinner. My mother-in-law volunteered to babysit the kids so we can have a nice, quiet adult dinner somewhere nice and pleasant, which will be great. But for those of you looking forward to the Ruby Halloween live stream, I might have to delay it until later that night or move it to sometime on Saturday or Sunday, depending on the timing of the dinner and how late it goes. So just keep your eyes on the live stream timing if you're planning on going. And as for live streaming, the reason I've been doing so much is A, I've been wanting to test out the cool models I've been getting, and B, it is just so much easier around the kids and around the baby to do these live streams than to schedule time to record, because the mic I record on is so sensitive it could record a pin drop in the next room over. So if there's a fussy baby or my older kid running around, it's gonna pick that up, and I ain't got the patience to deal with that. I ain't got the patience to do multiple recordings of the same thing over and over again. I ain't got the time to do that, so I've got to really carefully plan out my recording time, and just lately I haven't been able to do that. And I'm sorry those of you who are looking forward to regular ASMR and stuff. I'm going to try and get something done soon, hopefully before Halloween itself. Just cross your fingers. I can. I will do my best is all I can say. So there is that. And that is pretty much it. I've got a lot of stuff planned. It's just a matter of things working the way I want to. Like I said, Murphy's Law struck. Anything that could go wrong did go wrong. And I'm just dealing with a lot right now. And I'm making this recording because I know a lot of you don't read my community posts. You don't pay attention to the Discord server or to my Twitter. So I figured I would just let you know in a recording, and a bunch of you don't even listen to my vlog, so a bunch of you are just going to be left in the dark, and I'm sorry, but this is just the best I can do. And I hope you all have had a good week. I hope you all have a good Halloween, and however capacity you can celebrate given what's going on in the world. I hope you all stay safe, stay healthy. Give your loved ones a hug and a kiss for me. And just try your best to enjoy life. Because life is precious, and you never know when something could go wrong. So thank you to everyone who listened. I do have another big announcement coming very soon in regards to a very special new piece of merch. So keep your eyes and ears open for that. And just stay awesome, everybody. Love you all. Mwah. Mwah. Catch you all later, Gators. Bye-bye. Thank you so much for watching and listening. If you enjoyed what you've seen and heard, be sure to click that like button. If you're new here and you want to see and hear more, click the subscribe button. And if you want to be notified of future uploads, ring the notification bell. I have a second channel now called Sleepy Kitty ASMR, link in the description down below. It is for wholesome content and relaxation stuff if that's your cup of tea. This content was brought to you by my patrons on Patreon, my subscribers on OF, my commissioners, and donations to my Ko-fi page and Buy Me a Coffee page from generous viewers and listeners like you. This channel is not monetized, meaning there's no ads to disturb your content, so if you'd like to help support this channel, you can find out how on my website, www.kittyminxasmr.com, where you can also learn about me and my content. Thank you so much, and stay awesome. Love you all. Mwah.